Thank you very much for joining me so we can talk about your progress since we last spoke because we have already spoken once before, haven't we? We spoke on a LinkedIn Live. That can you remember when it was?
Maybe 1 year and a half ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
October 2023.
Oh my
So
God.
it's yeah,
It's
that's what I thought when
it's
I wrote
like
the
it's like 2 years ago.
almost. It's closer to 2 years than 1.5 years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And during that interview on LinkedIn Live, we spoke about the progress you had made with English and where you were at the beginning of your journey and where you were at that point.
yeah,
And for today, I thought we could focus more on what's happened since then. And
yeah.
actually, I did. Part of me wanted to share a video of you from the first session and get your reaction.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
and then I thought, no, I won't do that.
Okay.
I thought no, that's not very nice. That's not fair. Let's look at something much more interesting. Before I share the screen and show the
Yeah.
video I want to show, why don't you tell the tell the listener, the viewers, what happened last year in Barcelona?
Oh, in Barcelona last year, I attended the EXPCon, an event, a convention of my real estate agency. He did the European convention with a lot of people coming from all the Europe countries that where EXP operate, and a lot of people from extra UA countries like USA, Canada, India, South Africa, Mexico, and anything else that, of course, I don't remember now. And on the second day, I have the opportunity, the pleasure to be a presenter of the event with my colleague from Italy, Antonella. And for me, it was a great moment, like a goal of our training, because before the event, until the second the 2 weeks before the event, I never think about be a presenter at an international event. I started with you to improve my English, to be more more sure with a foreign client with the English language, but not to be a presenter at an international event. So for me, it was a very big emotion. And because I presented for probably more than 2 hours,
Sorry, did you say it was 2 hours?
probably more than 2 hours.
Oh wow, I've only ever seen this little 1 minute clip from the beginning. I didn't know it was 2 hours
Yeah,
long.
yeah, because of course my colleagues did a little clip, but the presenter, okay, that was split in different moments, of course, but the session during probably 2 hours and a half, from the
Mm.
2:30 to the 5 p.m. So for me, yeah, I repeat again, it was a great moment. But the best was after, because a lot of colleagues from all over the world coming to me to talk about job, to talk about where I coming, and it it was great. It was great because I back to sleep in the night with a great thought in my head, and with not without the headness problem, because for me it was like a very familiar moment to talk in English with the other colleagues, with the other people.
let me pause you there because I wanted to watch the video first and then
Yeah, great.
get your reactions. You're talking
Yeah, yeah.
about it. Let's watch it and then we can just watch the first 30 seconds and then I think the picture is really good too. Here we go. Here it was. When was the last time you I imagine you don't wake up every day and watch this video. When was the last time you watched this? Was it a year ago? Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if it has the same impact now. Here we go.
And Antonella Donati, and we are proud to represent Italy at the EXPCon, Italy, the forgotten country. So, yeah. Had you a good lunch? Yes, very good. So first of all, I want to take a picture, a selfie with Antonella and you for.
So, and then here's the selfie. Let me share that as well. I think the selfie is
Yeah.
it really shows the as you see, it's not a stadium of people, but there's a lot of people there.
Yeah, we were 250 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can clearly see this is not a it's not a fake smile on your face, is there? I can see the joy in your face at the moment here. And first question, actually, maybe you've already spoken a little bit about the experience from memory, but how do you feel now watching it back? Does it bring it all back to you? Does it feel like a different time? What
No,
do you think?
yeah, like I said before, I never probably I watched this video in the last year probably once or twice. But for example, I have been in Barcelona. No, so just it wasn't in Barcelona last year. It was in Lisbon. And
I said
Barcelona,
Barcelona as
yeah,
well,
yeah,
didn't I?
Barcelona
Sorry, I was
is
thinking
too,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah,
fault. I
don't
was
worry.
thinking about
But
this year.
no, I completely forget it. But last year was in Lisbon.
Oh, okay,
This year
cut.
was
Start again. Cut.
no,
Start
no,
again.
don't worry.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
This year was in Barcelona 2 weeks ago, and I attended for the first day on Monday to attend leader session training with a few colleagues and a few colleagues that I never seen from the Lisbon EXPCon, so from the last year, and I see again today this year in Barcelona. They asked me what's happened in the Italy, the forgotten country. So they remember perfectly my intro of the last year, and yeah, when I think about that moment, when I remember that moment, I smiling because I smile because yeah, it was a sympathetic moment, but because when I talk in public in Italy, I always try to find a moment that broken the ice, broken the situation. But probably in Italy is easier than in English. So last year I tried to think about a moment in English. I remember perfectly. I think about it all the morning to use it in the afternoon for my intro. After I watch this video, I think that that moment is in the head of my colleague when they see me again. So
So
it's suspected.
we should say what is the story behind the forgotten country? Why did you come on stage and say Italy, the forgotten country?
Oh,
The
because in
reason.
the morning, the colleagues that presenter in the morning, and they start the event with a presentation of all the country that have been in the room, in the event room, and they miss Italy.
Oh no.
They told about all the country, but not the Italy. They missed the Italy. So I think, oh no, it's not possible. So I think something, because I like to I like to present myself to all the public when I speak when I spoke in public, and for me it was important to present her, yes, Samuele and Antonella, but to present her us about what we did and do in Italy with our activity, with our business. And wow, it was easy to use this mistake of my colleagues in the morning, and it was a sympathetic moment because we start after lunch, so we are a little boring, we are a little tired. So with this intro, we review the emotion of my colleagues.
You raised their spirits.
Raised the stage. Yeah. Yes,
that's quite a change, isn't it? That's a big change, because you've gone from 3 years ago when we first met, you were struggling to have a basic conversation, to 2 years ago you're on the stage improvising, and that wasn't in the script, was it? You decided, I'm going to say this, and as you say, it left an impact, because a year later people remember you for it. You have colleagues now that you've spoken to around the world that know you from this. Yeah, I'm just curious, have there been any interesting opportunities that have come from your speaking events, from meeting colleagues around the world? Anything that you hadn't planned for or that was unexpected?
Or do you mean if from that moment born something opportunity of business? Do you
Oh,
mean
it could be business, it could just be connections, it could be anything, any
yeah.
unexpected opportunities.
Yeah, for example, only 1 month later of the Lisbon EXPCon, I spent 10 days for a holiday with my girlfriend in the south of Spain, and I met 2 colleagues of EXP Spain that I know at the Lisbon EXPCon. I never see them before, and it was a very good moment, of connection, of networking, of discover new places, pub or places like, for example, Marbella, that I never been before. So yeah, probably I received a few connection after Hahia yet, and it's very good for me, because you never know what type of thing can happen after a connection. I don't know if can be a connection, if it could be connection of business, of I don't know, free time, or like a friendship, a normally friendship. So I'm really happy about it, and I can say that I did it without expectations, because yeah, I know it was an opportunity for me to advertising myself, but I don't know what's happened late after. So the very important thing is that I'm happy to have done it.
So you mentioned traveling there. You said about you went to Spain last year with your girlfriend. I know you've been you went to France, didn't you, a couple of weeks ago? We haven't spoken about
last week. Yeah,
last week. We haven't actually spoken about that yet. So I'm curious. I know you've been to other places as well, like Malta in the past year. You're like an international an international traveler, as well as a international real estate agent. With all of these travels now, what is the experience like compared to 3 or 4 years ago in terms of how confident do you feel when you walk into a restaurant, when you go to a hotel, when you meet someone on the street? Is it is it much easier now? Do you feel more confident that you can just jump into English and talk to people? Has it changed your
Okay.
traveling very much?
Yeah, I with this with what I say now, I never be fake because is that I feel now when I talk in English, when I speak in English to other people, and I can say that now I very confidently with English. I'm very confident because I never scare. I haven't fairy. I'm not fairy when I speak with other people, and for me it's the best the best thing because I travel for job, but I like to travel uh, for passion for my with my girlfriend for our holiday. And when you travel out of Italy, you have to do and you have to speak a little English, a little bit the English, and mostly in the last 1 year and a half, I'm very confident with the language because I'm I never focus on the mistake because I know that I did and I do a mistake with the language, but I'm not mother language. And when I see that the other people understand me, respond me, so we have a good dialogue in English. For me, it's the best. It's the best thing because I achieved my goal and I achieved the probably not the top of the mountain because it's not my goal, but I achieve a good level. I achieve a good result for what I have to do now. I don't know if in the future I have to improve my English with new words, with new experiences, but now for what I have to do, I have a good level, and I'm very confident with the English because, for example, 2 months ago I was in Malta for a job travel, a business travel, and I with the people, the Maltese people, I speak in English without a problem, and I was very happy about it. So yeah, or last week in France, we told with a few people about the different places close to our B&B or other places to discover, and we told in English because I don't speak French. So for me, it was very confident, very confident.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point there because a lot of people seem to it's a common problem I've noticed where for some reason people think if they don't speak a foreign language, in this case English, perfectly all the time, that there is something wrong, that there's a problem. You know, it's like they think they think that they hold their self to this unrealistic standard where they think if I speak English, I must speak perfectly, or everything everything in the world will go wrong You know, people will think
Yeah,
I'm stupid. People won't want to be my friend. They won't want to work with me. I'm going to lose money. Like my mum will hate me. You know, they think
yeah,
the
yeah.
worst. You
But
know.
you remembered my thoughts 3 years ago, and you remember perfectly that I want to speak perfectly English.
Mm.
And you told me, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to be more confident in English. And probably after 1 year and a half, I understand it. So yeah, but depends because mostly it's like a fair to it's a fair of don't understand the other people, don't be sure to talk in English. So they are different situations, and often it's not easy to manage that situation. But if I can say something, I can say don't worry. Don't worry, because think about the other people. If she or he have to spoke or speak in Italian, probably that Italian isn't perfect. So the same situation is of us in English.
You mentioned fear, and yeah, I think fear is definitely one thing that stops people from improving,
Yeah.
and it stops them from trying and from making the necessary mistakes that are in order to improve. Um, but also so one thing is fear, but also another really common excuse that I get from agents all the time is they don't have any time, that they're very busy, they have no time for study, well, not just English study, but just any kind of personal growth or personal development or just personal time. It seems like no one, apart from holidays, people go on holiday. Lots of holidays. Maybe a holiday once a year is the only time, but never time for personal development. What would you say to someone like that if you were to think of yourself, someone in your position from 3 years ago who says, "I'd love to learn English, but I don't have the time." What would you say to that person?
Oh, my advice is to find the time, probably only an hour by week to to try speaking in English, try studying English, and improve your skill. But I think this advice is common for everything we want to improve, and of course I can advise Sean
That's the
because
obvious answer, but
yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
the ob
But find an hour by week. Of course, if you can find more than 1 hour, you can improve yourself, your skill in less than the time that I spend. I have to improve myself, because of course I spend with you almost more than 2 years, but we met only 1 hour by week. So, for example, if somebody has, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours by week, of course the time is shortly, but for me the advice is 1 hour by week is it could be necessary to improve a language and to improve our skills.
Actually, let me ask you a final question. What
Yeah.
about the future? Because in the past, we spent a lot of time talking about, you know, things that you hope to do. Some of those dreams and ambitions probably won't happen. Maybe they've changed. Maybe you've got other things that they get replaced. It's natural. So what about Samuele today in July 2025? Have you have you got a clear idea of where you hope to take your business in the future? Has it changed much, or are you still taking it easy and taking it day by day and not certain yet?
Oh, my business is always on changing because every day I think something new. Every day I think a new changement, so a new change to do. But I think I have a good focus for the future for almost the next 5 years because I want to improve my business. I want to improve my staff, my team, and I don't know where I have to be in the future, but if I improve my team is because I want to improve my business not only in Italy but almost in Malta, and why not in Spain. So for me, it's the most important thing is to be focused on it, and haven't a very fixed thing because you don't know. For example, if the next year Italy collapses in a real estate crisis, yeah, what I can do with that situation. So I want to be focused on what I want to be on the next 5 years, but I don't know perfectly the right trip to follow. So yeah, I'm sure that English probably will be a good partner for me and nothing else.
Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
I wish you all the best. As always, I wish you all the best, and I
Thank
look
you so
forward to
much.
seeing. Yeah, look forward to seeing what comes up in the future, what new adventures come your way. All
Yeah,
right. Thank you, Samuele.
always. Thank you so much, Sean. And thank you to everybody that watched this video in the future.